We begin tonight in Chandler, where for the second time in 2 months, a neighborhood is the scene of a police shooting. The latest happening just around 1:30 this afternoon when officers responded to a home near Chandler Boulevard and McClintock Road, with the situation escalating into gunfire. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Caribe Devine.
And I'm Mark Curtis. Tonight we know the suspect is dead and no officers were hurt. But people living in that area are understandably concerned.
12 News journalist Jonathan McCall has been following this story since it broke earlier today at 4 o'clock and is live with us with the latest on the investigation. Hey, Jonathan.
Mark Caribe, good evening. Nearly 9 hours into this investigation, Chandler police have yet to release the exact details of what led up to this deadly confrontation between one of their officers and that suspect. Since we last saw you on 12 News at 6:30, we've learned that tonight 3 Chandler police officers involved in the scene now on paid administrative leave. It comes as little relief to neighbors tonight who live in this area who in just months have had to see neighbors shot for a second time by Chandler officers. Tonight, shock and disbelief inside of a Chandler neighborhood.
And this has been the quietest, most peaceful homeowners neighborhood.
Wednesday afternoon, officers called to a home near Chandler Boulevard in McClintock Drive.
For what was a domestic disturbance call. We can confirm that police were involved in an officer-involved shooting, and we do have one suspect that is deceased.
What led up to the shooting is still unknown.
We are in the initial stages of the investigation.
Judith Ann Hillard says she knows a man who lives at the home.
I see him walking around. He walks down in front of our houses all the time with like 5 little dogs.
As she prays for those involved.
I'm really just praying that my neighbors that I know are okay and that this didn't happen to my people again.
She's feeling a case of deja vu.
Nothing like this has ever happened in 7.5 years until this spring.
In March, 12 News interviewed Hillard when Chandler police shot another neighbor, Luciano Gutierrez, who lives just doors away from her. In that scene, officers say that Gutierrez was in a standoff with police when an unarmed neighbor wandered into the scene. Gutierrez fired at officers who returned fire. The unarmed neighbor was also shot when an officer saw him making movements. Hillard now hoping her neighborhood can return to the quiet and peace she says she's used to.
I hope we don't meet again, a third time.
As we mentioned, nearly 9 hours into this investigation, a number of officers, detectives, and crime scene technicians remain here on scene gathering evidence and information. As part of that investigation, we've seen them going in and out of that house collecting evidence as well. We do know that Chandler police officers do wear body cameras, so at some point in the near future, we can expect to see some video of how this entire scene unfolded in the coming days or even in the coming weeks. As for that other scene in March, the gentleman who fired those shots at police, Luciano Gutierrez, is behind bars facing a number of charges. As for the other man, that unarmed neighbor, he was also shot. Both of those men not hurt now, did recover from their injuries. But again, that case is still ongoing. We're live tonight in Chandler. I'm Jonathan McCall, 12 News.